Hi, welcome back to my channel. So you already know it's another Wednesday, so it's a Wednesday social get ready with me. I didn't actually, wow, there isn't a Wednesday social get ready with me for last Wednesday. The theme last Wednesday was festival, carnival, fun fair, that's the word. I started filming, my camera died halfway through. As always, I was in a rush, so I couldn't stop getting ready and wait for my camera battery to recharge. So I basically just wore a green bodysuit, a skirt, and I basically kind of did like normal makeup and hair that I typically generally do. So today's theme is St. Patrick's Day, because obviously as I'm filming this, St. Patrick's Day was on Monday. So basically the theme is to wear green. So as you know, Ginger, I own a lot of green. You've probably seen it in my wardrobe. So not really sport for outfit options. So I've got a little green dress on, which I'll give you a full reveal at the end. And I did I curled my hair before training. I did like tight curls, and now they're kind of like looser. So I think at the end I'm gonna kind of just do like a half up, half down, because it is absolute sweaty mess. I've had a shower from training because I stank. I was so sweaty. So yeah, I've eaten. I literally just put a pot noodle in my gob. That'll do. So yeah, now I literally just need to do makeup, like something with my hair. And it is 25 to 8 and we are meeting at 8:30. So once again, might be a bit pushed for time, but never mind. So as always, headband is going on. And you already know we are starting with Garnier Micellar Water, reusable cotton pad, and we are taking all the sweat that I've accumulated from my 2 hours of training off of my face today. So with today's makeup, I'm basically treating this as like a trial makeup. So as I'm filming this, so Friday, so in 2 days time, we have like our sports ball. So I'm gonna film like a spend the day with me on Friday, just because we have like team photos and stuff in the morning, and then sports ball in the afternoon / evening. So I film myself like getting ready and stuff for that. So I'm basically just gonna treat this makeup as like trial prep for sports ball makeup, because the sports ball makeup, I have to be ready for 4:15 in the afternoon, and the makeup will basically have to last like 12 hours. So we're gonna see today. Obviously today's makeup won't be lasting 12 hours, but we're gonna see if the combination of products, like, I like the look. Obviously my hair is stubborn, my hair will do what my hair's gonna do. We'll literally have to figure that out on Friday. But yeah, there's a lot going on at the minute. Like, everything really just happens at the same time. Like, please ignore the state of my nails. They are getting redone tomorrow for sports ball. But it's like, there was no point me doing them at the start of this week because they'll all be chipped and horrible. So now that my face is freshly cleansed, you already know I am going in with my Primark Hydration SPF 15 cream. Like, do I really need to say anything at this point? This is basically a box standard. Like, if you are not using this cream, I'm fairly sure this cream is like a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream, I think I've seen someone say on TikTok. So if you're not using this cream, what are you doing with your life? Like, what are you doing? Like, get this cream. It's so nice. So I'm literally just gonna rub this in and let this absorb into my skin. There you go. So now that is absorbed, we're of course going to start on makeup. So primer is the first thing. So I'm going to of course go with my e.l.f. powder primer, because this is a grippy primer and I need my makeup to be grippy and to stay on my face. And I'm just going to rub this in. Now, I feel like most of the products that I'm going to use are some of like my favourite makeup products, just because I think when you've got like an occasion, stick to the makeup that you know and love and you know like works together in combination. And I also need this makeup to last, so I'm using like my longer lasting products as well. So I'm just going to let that sit into my skin so my skin can go all sticky. So while that's happening, of course, brows. You know the drill by now. I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm actually only just starting to notice how uneven my brows actually are. Like, they're actually just so uneven if you actually look closely, but I've not really done anything to my brows, so, and I don't want to start doing something to my brows to try and even them up. I'm just kind of gonna live with the asymmetry that I have going on. But yeah, so now that brows are done, I definitely jinxed it last week when I said my skin was actually quite clear, because it's not now. So we are spot concealing. So I'm just going to use my Pop Feel Full Coverage Pot Concealer, and this is in the shade FC01. I'm just going to take my normal stubble brush, just sort of dip that in, and then just sort of tap the concealer on the bits that sort of need more coverage on my face. To be fair, it's mainly just my chin that breaks out now, and I think that's like hormonal. I'm not 100% sure. It's either like hormonal, stress related, you name it, it could be anything. So I'm just gonna let that sort of sit for a minute. So now we're going to move on to foundation. So changed it up. I'm going to use my Collection Hydrate High Serum Foundation with hyaluronic acid, and this is in the shade 4 Extra Fair. I don't know if this is still on my shade. Like, I've not used this in ages because I've kind of been using up like my my number 17 enhancing foundation, but this is actually one of my favourite foundations. So I've just pumped a little bit onto the back of my hand, and I'm going to take my damp beauty blender and just sort of take it on the beauty blender and then sort of like tap it on my face. And I feel like this is a more sort of like full coverage foundation, but I am just like, this is definitely full coverage. So I'm just going to start blending this into my skin. I've 100% used too much. There you go. So now that that has been blended in, of course we're going to go with contour. So I'm just going to use my Collection Filter Finish wand. This is in the shade 1 Light. So of course just going to put this on my forehead, on my cheekbones and on my nose, and then I'm just going to go back in with my same beauty blender and blend this out. There you go. So that is cream contour blended out. Of course we're going in with the cream blush. So of course my Rouge Francais blush in the shade Zenobie. Again, nearly finished. It's slowly getting there. This is definitely in my next project pan. This is honestly like such a good cream blush. Like, I love it. I know it's like £28 a pot, but actually really nice, so I might repurchase it. Again, same beauty blender, just blending this out. Honestly, I feel like this is like a flawless base, so 100% am I using this base technique on Friday. So now I'm going to powder this down before it moves and creases. So I'm going to go with my Beauty Crop Vitamin Babe powder. This is the translucent powder, and you already know my powder puff, and I'm just going to powder down my entire face. There you go. So I am now powdered down. Before I move on to my eyes, I am just going to go in with my Primark powder blush in the shade Desire. Now this is probably one of my favourite powder blushes of all time. So just going to take a little brush and then just put some more on my cheeks. There you go. So that is now officially based done. So I'm going to move on to my eyes. Now I have zero idea what I'm doing with my eyes. Zero. So we're about to find out. This could be interesting. What I am going to do though is I am going to use eyeshadow primer, because I want to use that on Friday, because just to make my eyeshadow like last longer. So I'm just going with my Revolution eyeshadow primer. So I'm just going to put a little bit on the back of my hand, and then on a flat brush just kind of put this on my eyelids and sort of work it up a little bit into my crease and up to my brow bone, just so my eyeshadow kind of has like a good base to stick to. No, I actually don't know if eyeshadow primer helps, but for the purposes of today it does. So now that I have primed my eyelids, now I can't decide whether to use my W7 Nudification palette or the Beauty Crop palette. I think I'm leaning more towards my Beauty Crop palette, just because it's really nice like shimmers. I am kind of, again, just going to kind of do like a neutral look. So on a really fluffy brush, I'm just going to go in with this brown shade here in the middle. And I'm just going to take a little bit of this, and I'm just going to kind of put this into the crease of my eye. There you go. And then I'm just going to go in with this sort of lighter brown shade here, and then sort of blend out the edges and just go over it a little bit. There you go. I feel like my eyes are always so uneven. But then on my lower lash line, I am just going to go in with the lighter brown shade again, just sort of put that on. There you go. And then with a flat brush, I'm gonna go in with this brown shimmer here and just kind of put this all over my lid. There you go. And then I'm just gonna take my lighter shimmer here and just put this on my inner corner and highlight my brow bone. So that is eyeshadow done. Of course, we're going to go in for some mascara. So I'm just going to use my Kiko Milano Blue Watermelon Mascara. Now, I might change mascaras on Friday. I'm just going to see how it looks with this one today. And I'm going to try and not get this mascara ever because normally I do. You know what? I actually really like this mascara. This is genuinely one of my favourite mascaras and I literally got this in TK Maxx for like £3. Okay, so it's kind of gone everywhere on this eye specifically, but it was inevitable we're going everywhere at this point. There's not really a lot I could have done. So that is eyes done. So all we've got to do now is lips and set my face. Don't know why I'm starting to lose my voice now. Like, I need a voice for karaoke. So for lips, I actually haven't figured out my lip combination. It's actually like bad. I feel like I want to do like a liquid lipstick because I feel like it's going to last longer, especially like on Friday as well because we've got like a meal. But I don't know if I actually have like a matching lip liner to lipstick or like liquid lipstick, which is my only issue. So I'm about to find out. It's not looking good. Okay, so it turns out I do have one. Needs sharpening. Fabulous. So this lip liner does not want to sharpen. This is the current state of it. We're gonna try and make it work. Explain rules. There's rules. So we just had a message on a group chat saying you better be 5 minutes early than 5 minutes late because he needs to explain the rules. All I thought we were doing was going to the pub, doing some karaoke, getting drunk, and then going to the club. I didn't realise this was a challenge social. I might be in the wrong outfit, but I can't change, so that's why I ain't got time to change. It's already 8 o'clock, like I've got about 20 minutes. For lip combination, I'm just going to use my Nicole Miller lip liner. There is barely anything left to this pencil, so I'm just going to line, well, I'm going to attempt to line my lips because this pencil's not really sharp, it's not really doing much, but we're going to try. Considering it's just, yeah. Maybe we're not going to use this lip liner, but this is the only lip liner I have that matches the lipstick, so I kind of have to use it. As I'm sharpening, it's getting shorter and shorter and shorter. This is not good. Oh, okay. We might have missed. Right. We'll try. Take two. Right. So that is my lips lined. This pencil is literally like tiny, but it's okay. We're still gonna continue to use it. So for my liquid lipstick, I'm just gonna go in with my Nicole Miller liquid lipstick. These are like matching the lip liner. Now I did take the stopper out, and I don't think I should have. There's more product in there than I realised. So it's all kind of like gone everywhere. So this is like not gonna go very well at all. I don't even know if I like this colour. I've literally not worn this product in ages. You know what? That is not a bad product, to be fair. I'm gonna let it dry down. But as always, this, to be fair, no, I'm not gonna bring this in my bag because it's like too much of a hassle. And I finished my Tease Crave lip gloss, so that's all gone. So I'm gonna be bringing my Beauty Bay lip gloss. Now this is a plumping lip gloss, but like no one's gonna be kissing me anyway, so it doesn't matter. This is in the shade Fizz, so this is just like a nice sort of like neutral brown shade, so this will be coming in my bag. So all we've got to do now is set the face. Of course, tried and trusted. That is makeup sorted. I actually need to do something with this hair. I don't know what though. I can't lie, I think I'm just gonna half up half down messy bun it because it's such an easy quick look to do and it looks fine considering like I've got like the front bits. I pull out my front bits and then just do half up half down. Half up half down in a messy bun. That'll be fine surely. Like, I don't know whether it's messy bun at the back of my head or like at the top. Probably at the top. Yeah, let me do it at the top. Because it'll look better, like, it'll look better up there, I think. Will it though? Oh, I don't know. I don't, do you know what? Right. Oh, My hair actually like annoys me sometimes because it does its own thing when I don't want it to. And then sometimes it doesn't do its own thing. And it's like, I need it to, you know what I mean? Like, my hair is so stubborn. And it's like, the one time I need my hair to cooperate, it won't. Right. You know what, this actually might have to do. Like, mess it all, but then, okay. Come on, hair, cooperate, because I still need to pack a bag. I need to put some sparkle on my body. Yeah, I need to tidy up. I need to put perfume on, I need to put jewellery on, and it's like 8 o'clock. Do you know what? That'll do. Messy bun this bit. Does not need to be like a perfect ballet bun. Like, if bits stick out, you know? I think I've grabbed the tightest hair bob I could find. There you go. Do you know what? Oh, you know what? I'm actually quite impressed with that. That's actually gone in and actually made like a cute little bun. Do you know what? No, I need to stop touching it because the more I touch it, the worse it's gonna get. That is actually quite cute. You know what? I'll take that. So, jewellery work. So, I bought this new ring from TK Maxx. So, of course, we're gonna be wearing that ring. Earrings, you already know. My gold hoops. I feel like these are just like my going out earrings, but like these just look so nice. And it's like, I'll probably wear these to sports ball as well. Do you know what? I might actually have my hair like this for sports ball because it actually went in like quite easily. If I do like this hair and makeup for sports ball, like, I don't know, I feel like that could be cute with my dress. Because tonight is the real test of time. I don't know if I need like I feel like I do like need a necklace on. It's a case of like, what necklace do I put on, you know? So it's like, I've got my M necklace, or I don't, because that's tangled, never mind. All my necklaces are tangled. What is with that? So I've got like my M necklace I could put on. Let's put it on and see. I don't have time to be like, I need to put this on, but yeah, do you know what? Cute. It's staying. Yeah, it's gonna stay. So I'm now just gonna put on some of this Rituals shimmering body oil, just sort of like on my arms and my legs. Just, you know, give me a bit of sparkle, because who doesn't want a bit of sparkle in their life, you know? So just put this sort of like on my arms and my legs and on the bit of like my chest that is showing. I don't want to put too much because last time I put like too much on and I was literally dripping in glitter. But my legs are covered in bruises and I'm wearing a dress. But it's gonna be dark. No one's looking at my legs. Like, I should have thought about that and planned my outfit accordingly, but like the green, like, to be fair, what am I saying? Like, I wore a green top last week, so I feel like I can't wear like my green like going out shirt 2 weeks in a row. So this is why I've decided to wear a dress, because get them legs out. Why not, like, embrace it? It's nearly spring. I'm embracing the weather, so I'm just gonna put a little bit on here. That's maybe a bit too much, especially for like my collarbones as well. Let's highlight them collarbones. And then my perfume scent is this Ghost perfume, since I've used up my other one. So I just put this on my wrist and on my neck. Let's take this hair bubble off, I'm not leaving the house in that. And then I need to find, oh, that's stripped on my legs are smelling lovely today. That's just dripped on my leg. Never mind. There you go. So I'm going to do an outfit reveal and then I will find shoes and a bag. And then, yeah, I can pretty much leave and it's like 8:10. You know what? That is not bad for me. I mean, my room is absolutely tip, but ignoring that, that is not bad timing. So I'm going to chill for like 10 minutes and then I can go. Well, I say that. I need to find a bag and put everything in my bag. So I won't be chilling for 10 minutes. And I'll probably still be late, but I'm actually ready. So this is my outfit. So of course wearing green. Obviously this is like my hair, so messy bun, because why not? Some of these curls will probably fall out later, but never mind. So yeah, so this is the dress. I actually got it from New Look. But yeah, so I'll just have like
my black and white trainers on, I put white socks on, and then I'll probably just have to have my brown bag because it's like the only like shoulder bag that I have. But yeah, this is this. I don't really know how I feel about the sleeves of this dress. A dress is a dress, it's green, it's gonna work, I'm wearing it. But yeah, so thanks for watching and stay tuned for another video.